Welcome to Coffee with Dawni. Thank you for joining me for a cup of coffee and a message from the universe. This is a general message for the last week of January 2019. I've got my I'm Too Magical for Your Bullshit cup given to me by my wonderful Coffee with Dawni subscriber, Heather. I love you, girl. And I've got some cards that I love. I use these cards more than any other. And here we go. Doreen Virtue, Daily Guidance from Your Angels. This is going to be a pyramid style reading. Now, I'm not saying that I made this style up. I'm sure lots of people read in lots of different ways. And this is, though, kind of specific. I've been doing this style for many years now. Feel free to steal it if I've got any other readers out there. I am not the person that has proprietary stuff. I'm the person that's like, use whatever you want from anything I do. So my formal training is actually in life coaching. I've been doing that for many, many, many years now, but I cannot help my mystic side. And I love reading cards. So hopefully this is going to resonate for a lot of you today. In these general readings, message from the universe, there may be specifics that come up like, oh, I'm feeling this for, a certain astrological sign, or this is for a specific person. I trust that you will know what is yours and what isn't. When you're reading for a large group of people, there's always going to be an element of it's not going to resonate for everybody, and that's perfectly fine. What I trust is I trust you to know what is applicable to you and what is useful to you. Always, always, always believe yourself over me, okay? So in a pyramid style reading, every card has its own separate message. So the first card is, this is what you need to know first. This is the context for things. This is the foundation for what's going on right now for you. And the very first card, okay, so I just have to share a little something here. So this is the relationship card. How I warm up my decks of cards is I pull cards for myself. So 10 minutes ago, as my wonderful partner was setting up to film, I pulled cards for myself out of this deck. This was also my first card. Okay, so the relationship card is simply this: to heal a relationship, to attract a relationship, to balance out a relationship. You are being asked to put your own wellness first, to put your relationship with your source, the God of your understanding, first, your spiritual practice, your physical health, your mental and emotional health. This is what needs to come first. And then after that, you will heal the relationships around you. I do feel this is largely to do with life partners, spouses, long-term committed partners. And it doesn't mean that there's not one of you out there that's like, oh, this is about me and my mom. Here's specifically what I'm feeling on this one. Let them be for a minute. I know it feels like maybe they're the problem, or maybe that the reason that you haven't met that right person is because everyone out there is so messed up. I want to take this back to where we are actually empowered. And look inward. Look at what needs to shift for you. Where can you be healthier? Where can you be more clear? Where can you be more balanced? And let's let the other person off the hook for a while. That's what I'm getting with this card, okay? So that's what we need to know first. The second card is my favorite personal card. It's like, what are you being asked to bring to the table in your own life right now? And see, already, here we go. This is where when I tap in, all the messages start coming. I want my Libras to pay special attention to this card. I'm seeing it as a general, but I'm seeing it specifically, especially for Libras, okay? So what are you being asked to bring to the table in your own life? Okay, this is the child card. And this card has two separate meanings. And a lot of these cards have more than one meaning. So for some of you, it'll be one. For some of you, it will be the other. And for some of you, it will be both. So, and don't worry, I'm going to make sure that we get a picture of this whole pyramid when it's done. The child card, the first aspect of this card is that there is a child or some children in your life that really need extra special attention and love from you right now. It will be the first child or children that come to your mind. For some of you, it's going to be all of your children. For some of you, it'll be one child in particular. Okay, and okay, so here's how it works for me. Right when I said that, I saw a little boy. He's got to be 7 or 8. A little boy that is struggling right now in school, got some behavioral issues, almost like an ADHD kind of feeling to it. You'll know who you are if this is the child that comes to mind for you. They need, I'm being shown extra cuddling and extra reassurance. Lots of reassurance that they're not broken, okay? So again, general reading that there are going to be some specific messages in. The other aspect of this card is inner child work. I am a big believer, and I teach a lot about how to be our own best parent, how to parent our own inner child. That's this energy also. Where are you up against childhood wounds? And I'm feeling particularly like patterns, like lifelong patterns that are so not working for you. Like you're over it. It's time to heal that childhood wound. Spend some time and energy on this. If you need to, get some support, get professional support, get support from your friends, it's time for you to heal this childhood issue in the most loving way possible. Please be gentle with yourself when you do inner child work. Okay, you've been traumatized enough. Let's not re-traumatize ourselves. Whew, okay, so I know that's kind of a big one. I don't know if you can feel the emotion on that one. I certainly can, especially still being tapped into that sweet little boy that I'm feeling. Bless his heart. I'm going to send some extra energy and prayers that way. Okay, so third card. This is what we are being asked to prioritize and focus on right now. And this is taking action. This is the go for it card. This is a strong yes. It's like your prayers have been heard. The universe is on your side. You've enrolled the universe in what you're manifesting. Now you are being asked to stop hesitating, stop procrastinating, and take the action. Action, 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 action. Implement that really fun, creative idea you've had forever. Get it out there. Get it out into the world. Keep going with what you're already working on. This will usually be an energy of you've already got it kind of started. Maybe it's taking twice as much money and 5 times as much time, or 5 times as much money and twice as much time as you were, previously thinking it would. Don't stop now. Okay? Keep going. Now, okay, so I have chills, and that is my body's way of saying that there's some more specifics here. So this has got major Scorpio energy all over it. So Scorpios, if you've got Scorpio as your sun, your moon, or your rising, pay special attention. Don't stop now. More chills. Okay. Don't give up. Don't stop now. I would love to know if other people who read get chills. And also, I get a specific kind of chills. They're inside my body. They're kind of uncomfortable. They're not my favorite, but they're right on. All right, guys, everyone take a sip of your coffee. We're not even halfway done. Creme brulee latte today. So delicious. All right, so those are our foundational cards. The relationship card, the child card, and the go for it. These next 2 cards are the next level of the pyramid, and these are our action steps. These are things to take action on in the physical world. I'm only interested in spirituality insofar as it's relevant in this 3rd dimension. For many years, my business was called The Practical Mystic, and that's who I see myself as the Practical Mystic. So yes, coffee with Dawni, you have coffee with me for my subscribers every single morning, every weekday morning. But it's all about the practical piece of this. It's about the joining together of heaven and earth. So we've got to take action on these things. So the first action step is ground yourself. That's funny. That's basically the energy of what I was just speaking to. You guys, we have to be grounded. What is the point of being spiritual? It's kind of like, I say it like this. Who cares where planet you're from if you can't pay your utility bills? Huh? Let's get real with things. Let's get grounded with it. So this is staying in your body, focusing on your physical health, balancing. Okay, so basically every single thing I just said, and I promise you guys, I did not know that that was the next card. But every single thing I just said is this. It's the practical, the pragmatic, combined with the divine and the spiritual. And how do they come together alchemically to create something really profound and really workable? Okay, so stay grounded. I do a lot of archetype work, as some of you know, and the archetype of the mystic. In the light, the mystic is so connected and so amazing. But in the shadow, the mystic is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay? Kind of delusional, not able to get it together. Let's be the light and not the shadow of the mystic. Let's bring some grounding in there. So ground yourself. Really wonderful ways to do this. Hug a tree. Bare feet on the grass. There are a lot of grounding stones. Usually the darker stones are really grounding, right? Like obsidian, hematite, some of the metallic things. Foods can be very grounding. Any foods that come directly from the dirt. Root vegetables. Okay, there are lots of breath meditation. Okay, so let's get grounded. Specific message here. Okay. Is more of the implementation. So the go for it card and the grounding card are leading me in a direction. It's like implement what your ideas are in this third dimension. Second action card is daydream. Now this is very interesting that we would get the grounding and the daydream. So when my action steps are always the first one and then the second one. So from a grounded and centered place, then you relax the mind. So the daydream card is about relaxing the mind. Now, this actually, although on first sight, it seems like ground yourself and then daydream. Yes, this is, again, the physical with the spiritual. So many of our messages come to us when our mind is relaxed. When we are not in worry or fear or fight or flight. That's when our creativity thrives. So bringing together the groundedness with the relaxed mind, this is what will lead us to the next steps, okay? So you guys, now this is kind of funny. I'm going to bring in a specific sign here, and it's my Tauruses. Who are my Tauruses out there? Now, sometimes Tauruses can have a difficult time visualizing, okay? But you are really being asked to let go of the fear in your mind right now so that you can get clarity on what is next for you, all right? Very top card of the pyramid is the main message of the reading. It's kind of like if you hear nothing else today, please hear this. Let your past go. Okay, it's too heavy. You guys, the burden of carting all of your past around, all of your pain, your resentments, your fears, the things that have your failures, your mistakes, your regrets, the things that have not worked out. How sick are you of this? So the top card and the second card are above, the top card is right above the second card. You'll see that one. I'll make sure you get a picture of this pyramid. This is more validation about healing that childhood wound. How sick are you of carting that around? Bless your hearts. And I'm not saying that condescending. I feel you. I'm up against it too, right? I'm not above any of this. But it's just time to take the lesson and take the resilience and the strength and the compassion that you have for that. Do whatever it takes so that you can let that be and move forward powerfully. So I'm going to give you one of my tricks for this. And some of you already know this. I've mentioned it before. But when I feel that I'm coming from a past wound, whether I was 3 years old or 24 years old when it happened, I bring myself up to my current state, okay? So I'm 49 years old and not afraid to say that at all. And I will just be like, okay, and I'll tap myself on my chest. I'm 49. I'm 49. I'm 49. And it's my way of reminding myself that I'm a grown-ass woman with a car and a credit card and friends I could call and access to chocolate and wine. Okay? I'm not a 3-year-old who's trapped in a traumatic situation. So I bring myself back up to my current age, and from there I'm able to be empowered. Life hacks from Dawni. Okay, so usually, I do it different ways, but today I'm feeling that for the, I'm giving you a card from the higher realm. Okay? Okay, guess what, guys? We're going to get more specific today about the higher realm. I don't do this very often, but today this card is coming from the grandmothers, our grandmothers. The first one that came to your mind when I said that. Okay, this is coming from the grandmas. Whew, I can feel that rush of spiritual energy come through. Oh man, one of your grandmas is freaking, freaking strong. That's a Hispanic grandma right there. That's an abuela right there. I feel your abuela. Holy cow. That was really, oh my gosh, chills. Chills, chills, chills. Okay, I'm going to be tempted to take this out of the video, but I'm not going to. Whoa. Abuela. Okay, there it is. Oh, more chills. More chills, more chills. Okay. This is an intense reading, you guys. I love this. Heck yes, let's go there. Okay, you want to hear what our grandmas are telling us, you guys? Trustworthy guidance. Trustworthy guidance. You know what you need to be doing, okay? No more of this bullshit, I don't know what I want. Yes, you do. Yes, you do know what you want, okay? We've got to stop pretending that we can't move forward because we don't know what we want. This is, you know what you want. You have the idea. You have the business. You know that you want to have children. You know that you want to, be a doctor. You know that you want to move into that new home. Now, trust that and trust that you have support every step of the way. It says, this idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything you need related to this idea. When it says our, it's saying the angels. And guess what? Oh my gosh, the emotion. Okay. I'm adding in our grandmas. Who can feel their grandma? I can feel both of mine, but particularly one of mine right now so strongly. Okay? We have support from the other side. We have earth angels here. We have our friends, our core people, but we have support from the other side. And this is we're being strongly reminded of that, okay? Whew. All right. So I hope that at least some of this resonated for you. Overall, I want to say this. There is a huge opening right now for true action, for true implementation of what we've wanted for a long time. Just because it has not happened yet does not mean it can't happen now. There have been some things that have shifted. Some of you will have been able to feel the shift. And it is time for us to bring together heaven and earth. It is time for us to bring together spirituality and practicality. It's not one or the other. They are a union. They go together. And so please bring your piece of the puzzle forward in real and tangible ways. That is the message for the end of January 2019, That's the general message from the universe. Thank you so, so much for joining me for this, for joining me for a cup of coffee, and for some cards, and for some messages. And grandmas, thank you for joining us too. I love you. May your coffee be strong and your life be blessed.